Hey everybody, this is Ruben Lowen here in McAllen, Texas. Last night, I'm gonna talk about three experiences that converged and gave me an enlightenment. All right, I'm gonna share this with you. So last night, Bernadette Kim did workshop 3, and I thought it was amazing. Right, how she does it. She's just so focused on the content of what she's saying, right? And I buy her a book every year for her birthday, and I bought her this book, "Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself" by Joe Dispenza. I hadn't read it, but I knew she'd like it, and she loved it. And then I had to read it, right? All right, and I've seen her change, and it's a, abrupt. The differences in how she acts and her demeanor, and it's phenomenal. Okay, and then had a call this morning, a friend of mine, and he struggles with depression, and I'm like, okay, so I know from when I went through depression, what would cause me depression is when I didn't have the answer. Something was happening. I was frustrated. I wanted to take action, but I didn't know what to do. And I was stuck, and that caused me to be depressed. So you judge others as you see yourself, and so I'm advising this guy, okay, to get you're getting depressed because you can't make something happen, all right, and so you just gotta you need direction. Get on your knees and pray for it, right? So then I'm watching this video on YouTube of Joe Dispenza, and he just spelled out what happens with us. I mean, clear as crystal. And I've heard him say, I think I've heard this before, but it didn't stand out like it did this time. Okay? And it's whenever you get you get your he was talking about the the guy from South Africa, the and how he went to prison, and the he he for 10 years he's thinking, I'm um, never gonna get out of here, and the and then he changed his way of thinking, and he he started writing letters to the United States. I never knew that. I just found that out, talking about apartheid, right? And then he he Nelson Mandela, and then he started thinking, who's going to lead this country? And he got thinking, maybe I could lead this country, and he became he dropped off all the hate and all the anger, and became quite a diplomat, and you know forgave his tormentors, and became president of South Africa and ended apartheid. And it got me to thinking. See, that's the whole thing. I've been when I read my scriptures, um, I read the Bible straight from Genesis to Revelations a couple years ago, And I'd read it. I've read the whole Bible a bunch of times, but that was the first time I read it straight through. But I did it looking for when the characters in the Bible were operating in their conscious mind versus their subconscious mind, and you could tell because they'd always be like um, Moses was ate up with his in his subconscious programming. He recounted going up to Mount Sinai to get the tablets 14 times in the Bible, in the Old Testament. and and so whenever that's the character in the Bible is looking back, that's when they fall out of grace with God. And the ones who are looking forward and seeing a better life for themselves and for their people, those are the ones God backs, the ones God gets behind. Okay? And that's what Joe Dispenza was talking about, was getting out of your negative past and thinking toward your positive future, right? And it makes all the difference. And he started describing it. I've done it before. I have done it before. When somebody calls me up and they're like, oh, wanting to, complain about, the people in their life, I'm like, oh, how would you want it to be? And they haven't thought about it. Oh, yeah, well, why don't you try thinking about that? Think about how you'd want it to be and start working in that direction. That's exciting, right? When you can do that, when you look at your situation and that you're not liking, and before you complain, imagine how you'd want it to be. All right. Have a great day.